I'm very exhausted. I have been up since about 7 a.m. this morning, standing at the polling locations to not only make sure that we got this win tonight, but to show that Ward 5 residents would potentially have a city councilor that didn't only come to them for an agenda, that didn't only come to them to get a vote, but showed up because they genuinely cared about their concerns and wanted to address the issues that we're experiencing here in Grove City. So I'm very honored and I'm very lucky to be in a room tonight filled with so many people that have supported me, that have encouraged me, that have motivated me, put their time, had private closed doors meeting, spent 14 hours on the phone about me. You know, well, I'm very grateful and thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. When I decided to run for office, I didn't do it because it was like a cool thing to do where I wanted to get my name out there. From a young age, I was somebody who was very committed to advocacy work, whether it was through student council, whether it was through organizing protests and different organizations in my city. I had a commitment because I saw a greater good in our community. And a lot of times people choose to work against the system. I was somebody who chose to work against the system. And now I'm ready to see what it's like working with the system to create positive change for my community. I want to give special thanks. So let me first clarify that this is not our big celebration. So this is just a watch party. We're just here to take a look at some of the numbers. As you can see on the TV, we have some of the results that are loading. But this campaign, my community, my family, were pillars in this campaign. But the people that were truly behind this campaign that motivated me and pushed me to the best of my ability were the young people. So can we give them a round of applause? I want to give a special recognition to my mother and my father. To my mother for the consistent dua and the encouraging words every single day. To my father for standing at the polling locations every morning in the freezing cold. Thank you. And if it wasn't for the both of you, I would not be here today. Thank you for raising this Somali king. And inshallah, this is just the beginning. This campaign has been through a lot, from a point to where only a few people, specifically shout out the Mussolini family and my family, to now making it a campaign that is known everywhere. That is because of every single person in this room. To my Abtis, to my Aders, to my Edos, to my Javiers, you all are the backbone of this campaign. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I don't think it's right to continue without recognizing a man that has put so much time and effort into this campaign. A state representative, Mark Segrist, who has dedicated so much time to my campaign, not only because he saw the vision and the passion that I had for city council, but he wants to create history by electing the youngest city councilor and the first Muslim city councilor in Grove City. But we made history bigger than that. We made history bigger than that because tonight, every person in this room helped get the first Somali city councilor elected in the state of Ohio. So I'm very excited. Thank you all so much. You know, this is just the beginning. I say this all the time. You know, every next opportunity, you know, everything I learned in this campaign journey, I want to pass it on to the next potential candidates. You know, it's about building up our next generation and our next gen of leaders. I'm very excited tonight. I do want to just highlight some of the numbers as they continue to roll in. So not only did my opponent withdraw from the race, we were up against a very conservative candidate that led a very interesting campaign that was spited by hate, that was led by negativity. I've been attacked on social media. There have been Islamophobic comments made about my campaign, about me as an individual, about my volunteers. And I'm speaking about this tonight because I chose not to speak about it during my campaign season, and I believe it needs to be talked about tonight. There's a lot of racism and Islamophobia that often gets overlooked in this city. It is essential that we address it It is critical that we talk about it, even though it has not been talked about now. But as the first Somali city councilor, the first Muslim city councilor in the city of Grove City, this is a conversation that we are going to have from now moving forward. That is the message that I want to get across to all Grove City residents tonight. The numbers came through as follows. At the location that I spent majority of my day today, which was the church, Amy Cowell, the withdrawn candidate, and this is about to be a lot of numbers, so prepare yourself. Amy Cowell, the withdrawn candidate, received 77 votes. Because she withdrew, those votes do not count. They are null and void. The write-in candidate received 47 votes. I, Muhammad Omar, received 147 votes. At that same location, which had multiple precincts, Amy Cowell, the candidate that withdrew from the race, received 141 votes. The write-in candidate received 75 votes. I, Muhammad Omar, received 211 votes. At the location, which was the Jackson Township, I'm going to preface, we lost this location. Amy Cowell received 35 votes. The write-in received 147 votes. I received 108 votes. I need the last numbers.
For high school?
Yep.
Wasn't it 3 locations?
Yep, we're just waiting on the last location. And then I think it's also gets to recognize that for absentee ballots, so these are people who voted via mail or via mail, the candidate that withdrew from the race, Amy Cowell, received 70 absentee ballots. That's people who voted by mail. The write-in candidate received 31 absentee ballots. I, Muhammad Omar, received 84 ballots. Oh, wow. Should I announce this? Well, this is not about us. This is the New York. The mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani won mayor of New York. Okay, so the last location. All right, the last location. We're making history all throughout the states. All right, let me get your attention. So this was the biggest location, which was Grove City High School, which was the recreation center. And it's based on precincts. So for the first precinct, Amy Cowell received 19 votes. The write-in received 11 votes. I received 16 votes. That means Amy Cowell received 32 votes. I received 29, and the write-in received 14. And in the last precinct, Amy Cowell received 48 votes. The write-in received 32 votes, and I received 61 votes. So not including absentee ballots, what that means is that we are winning 561 to 326, not including absentee ballots. So therefore, it is concluded that we have won this race. I know that was a lot of numbers, I apologize. It was stressing me out. But once again, thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Inshallah, we're going to continue to celebrate. We just made history in Franklin County, in Ohio. And thank you all. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you.